Good day, my people. You're welcome to today's political discussion. Today is the 19th of November, 2025, and we are still discussing Nigerian politics. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to declare state of emergency in Kwara State. I repeat, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to declare state of emergency in Kwara State. Now, an unconfirmed number of worshippers were reportedly abducted when bandits attacked a branch of Christ Apostolic Church, CAC, at the Okeshegun in the Eruku community, a boundary town with Kogi in the Ekiti local government area of Kwara State. A video of the attack, captured during a live stream, was seen by reporters, shows the worshippers conducting a service when sporadic gunshots were heard from around the church premises. The bandits entered the church, shot people, and abducted. We heard that some people were killed. In a live stream, the church was having a live stream. That live stream captured when bandits invaded a church in Kwara State. Now, look at Kwara, look at Kogi, look at Benue. Go and look at the Nigerian map. You see Kwara, Kogi, and Benue. Under Kwara, we have Southwest. Look at Kwara, look at Southwest. You are closer. Southwesterners, you are closer to Kwara. Kogi, Southerners, you are closer to Kogi when you look at the map. Now, the Southeasterners, you are closer to Benue State. If these states fall to the Fulani, we are under siege. Let us keep pretending as if we don't know what is going on in Nigeria today. I've been saying this, that the Fulani, they have a plan to make sure that they Islamize every inch of Nigerian soil and territory. And if you are holding on to one Nigeria will destroy your heritage, your culture, your tradition, and your identity. These people are coming for your lands. For instance, if you watch that video, now, would people come back to that church again? In the whole community, when they heard that bandits invaded the church and killed some people, abducted the pastor, how many people want to come to church again? Now, the Fulani yet again have shown that the tactic they used hundreds of years ago, they are still using it now. Now, that community alone, people will not want to go to church again because of the fear. Even if the government comes tomorrow and says everywhere is secure, people will be afraid for their lives. So they are instilling fear everywhere. If you are sitting in your office and you are speaking BB grammar, watch that video. If you watch that video, your life will never remain the same. Now we are calling on the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It seems he is not listening to us. He seems he's playing with the lives of Southerners. I have said it before. Southern Nigeria needs to have an agenda, because these people are not playing with you. You think you are playing. You are on social media, you are in your office, you are having parties, you are going for vacation up and down. These people are systematically planning to take over your land. Yes, and Islamize you by force. That Islam itself, they introduce you. It is the chain, is the bondage. The reason why the Fulani wants to use Islam is because Islam is a bondage they can use to cage you through Sharia. If you listen to their top imams, they'll tell you that any community that the Muslim capture, they impose Sharia on them. That Sharia is a chain. They used to chain them. So what the Fulani will do is that when they invade a particular community, they attack the Christian religious system in that community and they install their own Islamic religion. Whether emotionally, whether physically, whether spiritually, they will make sure they attack the Christian community and install their Islamic tradition in that community. Then they will impose Sharia. Sharia is that chain that they use to hold you down. Now look at the Hausas. Despite the fact that there are so many revelations, many Hausas know that they are under bondage. They cannot come out of the bondage because Sharia is being implemented in 12 northern states where these Hausas are. And that Sharia, you cannot in Islam speak against your religious leader, your Afar, your Imam. Imam are the ones the Fulani use to put these people under bondage. Now, when you go to mosque in northern Nigeria, you see that they are preaching extremist ideologies in the mosques. They are recruiting extremists through the mosques. It is what the Imams tell them they do. So the Imams, the religious institution is being taken over by the Fulani. So the Fulani are the Imams. The Sultan of Sokoto is the head of all Muslims in Nigeria, and he is a Fulani. So how would the Hausas? They will first have to denounce Islam And you see, denouncing Islam is like death. It's like death. So they are just caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. We cannot. How do we free ourselves? Okay, if we want to free ourselves, they will bring in religion. Sharia, yes, we are one ummah, one brotherhood. Don't allow the infidel or the kafir to start putting dangerous ideas into your hands. It is the West that is coming to take over our lands. You see all those kind of conspiracy theories that's being preached in northern Nigeria. So it is very hard for the Hausas to set themselves free from the chains of the Fulani because of religion and Sharia. So that's what they will do in southern part of this country. They are hitting Niger State, they are hitting Abuja, they are hitting Benue, they are hitting Taraba, they are hitting Kogi, they are hitting Kwara. These are the Middle Belt states. Let me tell you, one of the reasons why you see this intensified attack is because of the political structure of Arewa is being dismantled by Tinubu. I tell you, the Middle Belt is saying that we don't want to be part of the North and Arewa. And this coordinated attacks is to make sure that they intensify and subdue these voices that are speaking in the Middle Belt. I tell you, I told somebody, see Kwara, see Southwest. Some people are saying they cannot come to Lagos. They cannot come to Lagos. Okay. When you hear of a tragedy in Lagos, when they see, it just take one day for something to happen. Lagos is secured. Lagos is secured. Have you watched the video? Lagos is secured. Some people, if you watch that video, you might not sleep in the night. Lagos is secured. Look at an old woman. They entered church. I God. In a live service, they entered church. This one, you know, normally the Nigerian government, politicians, Nigerian government, most of them are liars, deceivers, and manipulators. If they did not capture this thing on video, they will have denied it. Thank God it was captured on a live stream. And maybe the bandits did not see the phone that was being used in the church. They will have debunked it. If you know how compromised the Nigerian security system is, my brother, in southern Nigeria, you all be panicky till today. Cancel anything dirty December. Cancel anything we are going to. It is a time for you to start forming into groups and thinking on how you are going to defend yourself in southern Nigeria. I keep on saying this. People say, who is this small boy? What does he know? Most of the things I've said is coming to pass. And people are wondering, where did this boy get this information? How does he come with these ideas? Yes. I'm still saying it again. I'll repeat it again. There are things that will happen in Nigeria. Everybody will now sit down and say, let us go back to our father's land. To your tent, O Israel. This one is a small thing. By next year, February, March, you see what will happen by this Islamic jihadist fundamentalist. I never liked Tinubu in the first place. But when I saw that Tinubu can really bring in restructuring in a certain way, that is why I supported Tinubu. It is not about party now. I am PDP. I am Labour Party. I am APC. It is not about party now. It's about the survival of southern Nigeria. If you are a Yoruba person, you don't have a land that you can attest to. Like those people in that village now, they have run away from their ancestral homes. They are not in their ancestral homes anymore. They don't have a land attached to their name. If you are a Yoruba man, you don't have a land. You say, this is my father's house. You're a bastard. If you're an Igbo person, you don't have a land you can point. This is my father's land. You're a bastard. If you're a Hausa person, you don't have a land of your own. You're a bastard. These people are coming to take your land. You are singing party. Tinubu is busy doing. I told you, number one on Tinubu's list is to become president for 8 years. He doesn't care. For those of you that are supporting politicians, because he's Yoruba now, he's APC, you are supporting politician. The politician does not care about you. You people will still realize it. I said I was born in Alausa, beside the secretariat, at Kadri Street. I was born there. And I've studied the person called Tinubu. I don't know him personally, but I was interested in politics at a very young age. I was interested. I read paper. I love to listen to what is going on in Nigeria. After that 1992 also Abiola riot, I got interested in whatever that was going on in Nigeria, and I studied this person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. After Funsho Williams was killed, I was even embedded in like what is going on in Lagos State politics. You see, you don't know Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He wants to become president first before you become alive. If the president knows what he's going to do, declare a state of emergency in the middle belt, in Kwara State, just like the way you declared in River State because of political interests. If this sort of thing, the thing that happened in Kwara State happened in River State, my brother, they don't shut down the state. It tells you where the interest of the president lies. You see, many of his supporters, the APC supporters, they are now threatening the president that we will not vote you. Oga, whether you vote Tinubu or not, the system is rigged and hijacked. You cannot do anything. When APC got into power 2015, they destroyed anything called, see, the Nigerian institutions were destabilized and were destroyed by the APC. So don't think you can threaten Tinubu now. What you can talk about is restructuring the country. Defend yourself first. You yourself. If you are anywhere in the southern part of this country, defend yourself. You think that the Nigerian security agencies will come to your rescue. They could not rescue a general. It is you. Look at the church. The people enter the church. No police, no nothing, no backup, no whatever it is, no security. They just enter freely, took all their bags, took all their belongings. They put them in one room. They started firing shots in that room. According to the report, 3 persons were killed. Some other persons were abducted. Those ones they are abducted now, they will use those ones, raise money to buy more weapons. I tell you, they will use those ones, raise money, buy more weapons. Why attacking church? I've explained to you that the psychology of attacking church is that, for instance, you that are going, maybe in Christ Embassy in Oregon, a major bomb blast blew in Oregon, boom, and hundreds of people die. And they did their investigation. They said it is the bandits and terrorists that carried out the attack. How many people will come back church to Christ Embassy? How many people the next Sunday? When you see some such attacks, calculated attacks in different places, would there be panic in Lagos? What would the security system do to these bandits? What would this? The first thing that will happen is that politicians, they will relocate. Politicians that will fly out of the country will fly out. Politicians that will go to your Lekki, they will go and protect and preserve themselves in Lekki. I've told you, politicians, whether Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa, they don't care about you. They don't care about you. Now, you need to pursue your interest as a people in Nigeria, as a nation in Nigeria. Your interest is embedded in restructuring. So if it happens in Lagos, what will you do? The Nigerian army itself cannot stop these guys. Do you know how sophisticated, how prepared these guys are? If you look at them, it seems like they are well trained more than our Nigerian military. It looks like that. So you think that churches now are speaking from one side of the mouth. That one, because of Ide Lekki, he has not been to the northern part of this country. He said there's no Christian genocide. There's no Christian genocide. You are speaking BB grammar. You that ordinary shake. If they shake you, if those bandits shake you, you just collapse. You that you are living in VI, that you have all sort of ailments. You're not even healthy. You're not healthy. Not talk of surviving in northern Nigeria. Knowing what these people go through in northern Nigeria. I look at the pastors, I laugh. They have been keeping quiet, playing politics before. Now, when they bring it to your doorsteps, now another time you go know the reality. CAC, you have not heard of these CAC pastors. CAC will tell you that we don't get involved in politics. So we are not interested in politics. So now they don't bring out to our doorstep. That your branch, now go relocate them. They're going to push you now from the middle belt. Chobi, the Bible says, go ye into the world and preach the gospel, baptizing people in the name of the Father and of the Son and the Holy Ghost. Now, the bandits go stop that your evangelism. They will send you out of Kwara State. Since when you see things going on, you will not lend your voice. You will not lend your voice. But what are we preaching in our church? Look at the Adeboye giving Tinubu 100 days. Me and you know say Tinubu, I doubt whether Tinubu can muster the courage to deal with these Fulani terrorists. I doubt. The way people are asking him to do, I doubt if Tinubu have the courage to do what it is. Now, this particular video, it don't enter the hands of US. It don't enter the hands of the West. The next coming years, my brother, una go see where. Let's talk from the side of the US. You see, the Sahel is now a headquarters of terrorists, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and co. That is why one of the reasons why US wants to come and establish its base in Africa, in West Africa, is so that they can stop the Sahel from reproducing themselves in this part of the country, in West Africa, in the Sahel, Niger Republic, Mali, all those Burkina Faso. That's one of the reasons why they want to come. That's why they are attacking the Islamic terrorists and extremists. Some people say, and they are coming to take our resources. They are coming to take your resources. The one where China they take in call. Your mining fields, where we say they see Oyibo left, right, and center. They steal your resources in collaboration with politicians. So it is the US stealing that will now destroy everything. The one who say politician, the resources we have, they even benefit us. Go to Niger Delta. With all their resources, look at how that place is. They corrupt leaders. They carry everybody. The natural resources become useless to the people. And that is what people will come and tell you. They will gaslight you. No, let's not allow the US come. If the US come, they go take our resources. Which are our resources? The resources where your politicians, they sell to people. So as it stands today, if you think that the Fulani they are playing with you, sit down there and be drinking your tea, chopping your amala, chopping your wedu, be chopping your offense salad, tie your agbada every Saturday, go to do party. When it's up for where you did, that's how you understand. Say these guys are not playing. No, people don't believe. The funny thing is that people don't still believe that the bandits can attack Lagos. They don't believe it. Lagos is so secured. I just give you an example. Go and look at the map. You see Kwara, you see Southwest. You see Kogi, you see South. You see Benue State, you see Southeast. Mind you, they are everywhere in the Southwest. They are just waiting for someone that will just trigger something. You see, if you watch that video, you see that these terrorists are being emboldened. This particular attack they're attacking, killing Nigerian militaries, is giving them boldness to do more. And that boldness, now they're going to enter southern Nigeria. I've been shouting, let us come together, unite ourselves politically. It is not a time of division. You see, before, the reason why the North were having upper power is because we were divided in this part of the South. We were divided. Southwest, Igbo, Yoruba, fight themselves, this and that. Delta no be Igbo, Equatorial no be Igbo, blah, blah, blah. The Hausas, the Fulani, cabals, they were so happy that we were fighting ourselves. They were clapping for us to fight ourselves. They were laughing at us. The only way we can subdue them is when we unite together. If the Southwest believes that because they are in power, anything can happen, look at Kwara State. Look at how Yorubas have been attacked. Tinubu should go and save them now. Tinubu, go and save them. Tinubu, approve guns for people in Kwara State. Let me see how he will do it. Another time you say Fulani self, they still get influence for the Nigerian military, Nigerian security agencies. Yes, now. You can play the politics part, but that security part of it, the Fulani still get upper hand. Instead of the government to start sitting down and start aligning the interests of the southern people politically stop playing politics. Let's talk about how to preserve our culture, our heritage, our tradition, our history in southern Nigeria, because this is what these people want to come and erase. Using religious extremism. We have said it. Before the end of this first tenure of Tinubu, he should push for banning Sharia. Sharia is that tool, is that thing that is giving birth to all this extremism. Sharia, have you read the Sharia? Most times we just sit down. We need to go and look at the Sharia, the provision of the Sharia. Sharia is not anything too bad though. Like when you look at it, it's like a moral book. But you see, there are some provisions in the Sharia that they use to cage you. They hide it, but when they are implementing it, they know how to implement it against non-believers and those that are even believers to put them in check. The Fulani, I told you, sees himself above Islam. Oh God. I repeat, Fulani in Nigeria, they see themselves above Islam. They are above Islam. Fulani first before Islam, before Nigeria. You get it? So whatever thing that is happening with jihad in Nigeria today is being pushed by the Fulani, and the Fulani is using the Islam to push for their own interests. If you understand it, if you don't understand it, it is when you see gun, they start spreading gun around your environment. You'll be asking, Nigerians, they love asking, when did we get here? No, be sitting down there. Be asking questions, when did we get here? Instead of you to start thinking on how you can be securing. See, people are in power. Some people have responsibilities. They are not using their positions. Some people, they are not using their position to start thinking on how they can secure their communities. Look at Northern Nigeria today. You know how vast that land is. Do you think that the Nigerian army, just on ground, on combat warfare, these people, they know these places in and out. They know the bushes, they know the terrain, they know Sambisa Forest in and out. Sambisa Forest alone is bigger than Ghana, maybe 50 times. Sambisa Forest alone. Some states in Northern Nigeria is bigger than the whole of Southeast 5 times. You see how big that place is. Do you think that the Nigerian military, with our number, can be able to stand off insecurity in that northern part of the country? Do you think that we have the numbers to stop them? So if they come for South, do you think that you have the number? When they start bringing down family members, police, when they start mowing down police and army in Lagos, in the Southwest, do you think you have the numbers? You want to go crazy. Now that they're going to say, the Hausa, the Fulani where they inside you, where they amongst you now, they'll start playing their politics. For instance, let's look at this. In every house, in every street in the whole of Lagos State, you see an enclave of Northerners. In every street. They are not renting homes, they are not renting anything, they just occupy a certain building and they have a number of people. The bikes you see today in Lagos State, in the Southwest, Northerners dominate the bike system. And this same bike system is what they use to conquer the Nigerian military in the desert. They have proven that they can use their bike to defeat people that are carrying armored tank. They have proven. So these same people are everywhere around you, planted. They don't think the way you are thinking. Anytime I enter a bike, I try to have a conversation with these people to understand their metabolism, their mental state, how they think, how they reason. Whether they reason like me. Most of the time, they don't reason. In fact, some of them are just doing the bike as if they send them when they can't do bike. Maybe just do bike. Maybe just use and they calm down. Some of them, why some of them ran away from their village, ran away and came back and came to stay. So when you look at it critically, we are sleeping. The president is sleeping. I've told you before that when it comes to good governance, don't bring in Bola Tinubu. That's my personal opinion. He could do some things, some positive things. But if you understand what good governance is, you understand what I'm saying. If you really understand, most Nigerians don't know what good governance is. So it's not their fault. They need to go and understand what good governance is. As it stands today, Southern agenda for Southern survival. I repeat, as it stands today, Southern agenda for Southern survival. May God help Nigerians.